Do you struggle to connect contrasting ideas in your IELTS essays? In today's video, I'll share 10 powerful phrases to show contrast. Make sure to take notes because these expressions can help boost your band score. Let's get started. Let's start with our first phrase, on the other hand. This expression is very useful when you want to show the opposite side of an idea. For example, you might present one advantage and then use this phrase to introduce a disadvantage. Here's how you can use it in an IELTS essay. Many people argue that online education provides flexibility and accessibility to learners worldwide. On the other hand, it can sometimes lack the personal interaction and motivation that traditional classrooms offer. See how it balances two sides of the argument. My tip is to use this phrase only once or twice in your essay, usually when you're comparing opposing views. Now, let's move on to the second phrase. Our second phrase is in contrast. This is slightly more formal than on the other hand and works really well in academic essays. You use it to highlight a clear difference between two ideas. For example, developed countries often invest heavily in renewable energy to reduce their carbon footprint. In contrast, many developing nations still rely on fossil fuels due to economic limitations. This phrase is excellent when you want to show a direct comparison between two situations. A quick tip, use it at the start of a sentence, followed by a comma, to make your writing more formal and polished. Now, let's look at the third phrase. Our third phrase is however. This is one of the most common contrast words in academic writing, and it's very flexible. You can use it to introduce a sentence that challenges or limits the idea before it. For example, many people believe that advertising encourages unnecessary consumerism. However, it also plays an important role in informing the public about new products and services. Notice how it shows a shift in perspective without being too casual. My tip here is to avoid starting every contrast sentence with however, because overusing it can make your essay sound repetitive. Try to mix it with other phrases for variety. Now, let's move on to the fourth phrase. Our fourth phrase is nevertheless. This word is a bit more formal than however, and is perfect for IELTS essays. It shows contrast, but it also emphasizes that the second idea is surprising or important despite the first point. For example, some argue that space exploration is a waste of money when poverty still exists on Earth. Nevertheless, investing in space research has led to technological innovations that benefit everyday life. This phrase is especially effective when you want to strengthen your argument by acknowledging a limitation but still showing why your point is valid. My tip, use nevertheless in your body paragraphs to sound more sophisticated and academic. Now, let's move on to the fifth phrase. Our fifth phrase is on the contrary. This one is useful when you want to directly reject an idea and replace it with the opposite view. It's stronger than however or nevertheless because it shows that the first statement is not just limited, but actually wrong or misleading. For example, many people assume that older workers struggle to adapt to new technology. On the contrary, research shows that with proper training, they can be just as effective as younger employees. See the difference? It doesn't just contrast, it corrects the misunderstanding. My tip is to use this phrase carefully. Only use it when you want to strongly disagree or prove the opposite of a common belief. Now, let's continue with the sixth phrase. Our sixth phrase is whereas. This is a very useful word when you want to compare two situations directly, usually within the same sentence. It's slightly formal and fits perfectly in IELTS essays. For example, urban areas often provide better healthcare and education, whereas rural regions may offer a cleaner environment and a slower pace of life. See how it contrasts two sides in a balanced way. My tip: use whereas in complex sentences to show the examiner your range of grammar. It's a great way to demonstrate contrast without writing to separate sentences. Now, let's move on to the seventh phrase. Our seventh phrase is while it is true that. This structure is very effective because it allows you to admit one point, but then contrast it with a stronger idea. It shows balance and critical thinking, which examiners love in IELTS essays. For example, while it is true that social media can negatively affect face-to-face communication, it also provides valuable opportunities for global networking and information sharing. This phrase is excellent when you want to show the examiner that you understand both sides of the argument but still want to highlight your position. My tip: use it at the beginning of a sentence in your body paragraph to introduce a balanced discussion. Now, let's move on to the eighth phrase. Our eighth phrase is although. This is a very common contrast word, but when used correctly, it can make your writing more sophisticated. It shows that one idea is true, but another idea limits or challenges it. For example, although renewable energy is becoming more affordable, many countries still depend heavily on fossil fuels due to existing infrastructure. This phrase works best at the beginning of a sentence, and it helps you create complex structures that demonstrate advanced grammar. My tip: don't confuse although with but. You don't need both in the same sentence, just one is enough. Now, let's move on to the ninth phrase. Our ninth phrase is even though. This phrase is very similar to although, but it's a bit stronger. It highlights a surprising or unexpected contrast between two ideas. For example, even though governments are aware of the dangers of climate change, many still fail to implement strict environmental policies. See how it emphasizes the contrast more sharply. My tip: use even though when you want to make your argument sound stronger or highlight a clear contradiction. It's great for showing critical thinking in IELTS essays. Now, let's move on to our final phrase. Our final phrase is despite or in spite of. Both mean the same thing, and they're used to show contrast before a noun or an ing verb, not a full sentence. For example, despite significant investments in public transportation, traffic congestion in major cities continues to increase. These phrases are excellent because they allow you to write complex, formal sentences that sound academic. My tip: remember that you cannot use despite or in spite of directly with a clause. If you need a full sentence, use although instead. That's all for today. Practice them in your writing so you can use them confidently in the exam. The next problem many students face is how to start an essay. Click the next video, and I'll show you powerful phrases to begin your essay the right way. See you there.